Lights roll. Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Ellie and today I'm going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me glam edition. You are going to have to bear with me because I haven't gone out and done a full glam in I don't know how long. So I've kind of forgotten what I do. I thought that this time I would do my makeup, show you how I do it, but also have a little chit chat. I asked for some questions on my Instagram, so if you sent them, thank you. Also, if you don't follow my Instagram, it's gonna be here-ish. So go and follow that because I do like a daily kind of update thing sometimes. Most of the time, it depends on how I'm feeling and what I'm looking like. But yes, so let's just get on with the video. I hope you enjoy. Anytime I do my makeup, I do like to prep my skin with the Badescu facial spray, aloe, herbs and rosewater. So yeah, let's just get on with it. I'm just going to let this dry for a second. So while this is drying, I'll start answering some questions. They're on my laptop because I film on my phone, so if I'm looking down, I apologise. So question number one is, have you had any cosmetic surgery and is that something that you want? Short answer is no. I haven't had any cosmetic surgery. I have been thinking about getting my lips done, but I feel like it's quite a slippery slope. So like once you start doing it, it's kind of difficult to get back out of it. And I have a bit of an addictive personality when it comes to stuff like that. Probably not the best idea for me personally. And I do think that if anybody's considering getting any plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery done, the best thing to do is like really research your options and speak to people like close to you and things like that. One person I take into account is like Molly May, because I do watch her YouTube and I follow her on Instagram and things like that, and she has spoken quite a few times about the fact that she got the filler done and then kind of got a bit too much of it and then ended up actually just having it taken out, which is kind of just a waste of money in my opinion, and it's not cheap. I mean, it is something that I'm considering. Whether or not I actually go ahead with it is another thing because I'm terrified of needles. Well, no, I'm not terrified of them, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I don't like needles. I mean, I'm fine with them on other people, but in me, no, don't like them. Anyway, I am going to start doing my eyebrows. I always do my eyebrows first. I've got glitter on my face for some reason. I don't know where from. Anyway, I'm going to go in with the Brow Zings by Benefit in the shade 2. Sorry if you're not really interested in watching makeup tutorials, but it's just something that's quite easy to do while in lockdown. Obviously, once we are allowed back out, I'll be trying to create more kind of content that's varied, like vlogs. I want to get into the studio and start recording some music and things like that. And then also, obviously in a few months I'll be going to uni, so I do think I have a boob tube on, by the way, it just doesn't look like it. I do think that I'll be able to do some uni kind of stuff as well on my channel, you know, like moving in, and then I kind of want to do like an update thing. I think like maybe every 3 months is like updating you on how I'm feeling, how stressed I am, that kind of thing, and then maybe ways in which to deal with going to uni. As you can see. So next I'm going to put the concealer on my eyelids, like carve out my eyebrows, and then prep for eyeshadow. Now this is probably one of the best concealers I've actually used for coverage. I'm pretty sure it was actually Holly Boone that I watched use it, and she like suggested it. So I got it and it's incredible, and because it's so full coverage and you really don't need a lot, it lasts ages. I know this is looking a little bit crazy considering my skin is like a completely different colour, but we'll make it work. So I'm just going to go over this with an ever so slight layer of translucent powder. I don't think it's actually translucent, it's just setting powder, but anyway. Just because it is quite thick and sticky, and so when applying my eyeshadow, I don't want it to get really patchy and stuff. I'm going to start my eyeshadow now. Before I do that, I'm going to... Oh no, Ellie, what is going on? So Next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years compared to 10 years? Before I answer that question, I'm gonna go in with Bon Fresco. I don't know why I said it so weirdly, but from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Anyway, I see myself in 5 years in either one of two positions. The last couple of weeks, I've been really trying to focus on my future. I think it's a really good way of keeping positive, you know, like trying to think of what you're going to be doing next and things to look forward to and things like that. So I've been researching. Basically, I've got two options really for when I finish university. So one of them is to finish my degree and then move up north, like I suggested in one of my previous videos, and go and work in a hospital up there in a children's ward, preferably neonatal. Or I am actually looking into going into the army for probably about 5 years service, I think, because by the time I finish uni I'll be 23, and then I'd have to go through recruitment and things like that, so I'd probably be about 28 when if I was to do it 5 years, and I think that's kind of the time that I want to start looking at settling down and having a family and things like that. And obviously I do think that would be really difficult if I was, you know, away all the time. Well, it wouldn't be possible basically. So yes, so that's kind of where I see myself potentially in 5 years. The next like 10 years is the time for me to kind of get my life experience and things like that. So that's what I think about that. Next, I'm going to go in with Love Letter from this palette, which is this really kind of brightish pink over here. Again, I'm just going to go in to the crease, but like a little bit further out. Compared to 10 years, I would say that in 10 years I'll be almost 30, so I'd have wanted to found someone, bought my own house before then, hopefully long before then, but bought my own house and started having a family. So I've just kind of blended that out a little bit further. Now that I've put both of those colours on, I'm going to go in more with the Love Letter, which is the second colour. And I'm just going to kind of go into my outer corner of this, like of my eye, so that when it comes to making the cut crease, I have something to blend it into. Next, I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber, which is this really dark brown. Now this one you really do not need a lot. Very, very pigmented, but I'm just going to use this to deepen my crease. Next question is, what's your favourite thing to do in lockdown? I don't think my mum's going to quite believe me when she watches this video, but it's to clean my bedroom. I don't know what it is, but I've got like this major obsession at the moment of properly like deep cleaning my bedroom every day. It just gives me pure satisfaction. I'm just gonna cut my crease. Anyone who knows me knows that I hate cleaning. Or working out. I found a major, I mean, I was going to the gym before lockdown. I had a PT, which I think I mentioned before. I was enjoying it, I just wasn't really like loving it. But since lockdown and really kind of, I've really started to see the differences with my body. My hair has been growing so rapidly. I think mainly probably to do with my better lifestyle, and also like I'm eating a lot better since I've been living with my grandpa. So I think if you were to be doing if you were working out and you weren't seeing any kind of result from it, I think it's quite it's disheartening for me when I wasn't seeing anything. But then I look back and I think I wasn't actually doing as much as my PT might have been suggesting I do, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in, this is either gonna fail or look lovely, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go in with this MAC pigment in shade Copper Sparkle. Now this is a proper coppery. Can you see that? Oh my days. Do is finish this eye off. I'm now going to go in with the Cypress Umber again, and I'm also going to mix it a little bit of Love Letter, and I'm just going to really try and blend out. So I'm just going to completely finish this eye off now, I think, because then I can just finish the other one off camera. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Ink in Matte. gonna go in with the Soul Beauty lashes in the shade in the style Frankie. So as you can see, I've finished this eye, well, the top half of it anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera. I'll see you in probably like 2 seconds. There we have it. There are both eyes complete. Kind of loving it. This is the kind of look that I used to do when I went out, which is cool that I remembered because it's been a hot minute. Time for skin now, which might be my favourite part. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in 04 Medium Beige. So as usual, I'm going to go in with my flat shade, the concealer brush, and just dot this across my face. Now, from what I remember of this foundation, it is sick coverage. So let's hope so, because have we seen the mess that's going on here? So we had the question of what's my favourite thing to do in lockdown, and then I got another question which was what was your favourite thing to do outside of lockdown? I mean, I think I've mentioned before, obviously I do musical theatre, so rehearsals are kind of like one of the aspects of my week, plus when I go on a Tuesday to help teach and things like that, and probably the gym as well. I'm going to the pub, pretty much. I kind of go in waves of going to the pub or just wanting to stay in and kind of things like that. But yes, how on earth am I supposed to open this? You might remember, if you have watched my last couple of videos, that I wanted to try out cream contouring. I couldn't find a cream contour that I was like happy with buying, so I bought the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer in like a darker shade. I think this one is called Toffee. See what kind of like shade this is against this. This could go drastically wrong. Ooh. Just bear in mind that I've never done this before, so I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to start like working it into the foundation. Whoa. Guys, I feel like it looks worse on camera than it does in person. Okay, so I think I've definitely messed up here, but we can resolve this, surely, somehow. I'm gonna go in with the concealer on my nose. Looking crazy. So the next question, just while I wait for this to kind of set a little bit, is what is your favourite colour? Now, I'd probably say, I don't have like a specific colour, but like shades of grey and shades of pink, like pastel-y baby pink kind of pink, if that makes sense. I know I look like super crazy right now, so I'm going to try and sort this out. Question is, do you have a skincare routine? To be honest with you, I don't. I don't know why my skin has suddenly decided to be so nice, but yeah, I don't actually have like a specific routine. I literally just cleanse my face every morning and night with my micellar water, and I kind of switch between the pink and the green one. I didn't realise there were actually any difference. One's like a drying one and one's like a hydrating one, so I kind of mix between the two depending on what my skin's like at the time. But other than that, I literally just exfoliate when I go in the shower with an exfoliating mitt and just use like a really gentle exfoliator. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. But then again, like with what I was saying about my hair, I think that just my healthier lifestyle has probably massively helped my skin as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say about that. I'm just gonna go in and blend this out. How do you gain body confidence? You're amazing. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have the best body confidence. I never really have always had the best body confidence. I mean, my sister is absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous and she's so skinny. That I think I've always kind of felt a little bit less, if that makes sense. And like, I've always been on the like curvier side than Fee. So I've always kind of compared myself. But recently, particularly in lockdown, I started working out more, I've started eating better, and I've started noticing that difference in my body, and I think that makes a massive difference for my confidence, that I'm starting to notice the difference. I think part of it is probably I'm putting it on a little bit because you know, I don't want people to know that I'm struggling with the way that I look, because it's the way that I look and I can't really change it unless I want to spend hundreds of thousands of pounds doing so. I mean, it's definitely something that I think I want to address on this channel with body confidence and things like that, because particularly if there are any younger girls watching, I want to kind of teach them from a younger age to kind of accept who you are as early as you can, to prevent any kind of like heartache or anything like that, if that makes sense. Just realised I've made myself look really, really light now. It's just becoming a bit of a problem. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with powder. I'm going to go in with the Revolution Lace Luxury Baking Powder. Whoa. The next question is, what's your go-to shop? Not really sure, to be honest. I think if it was clothing, it would probably be Pretty Little Thing. If it was makeup, it would definitely be Beauty Bay, but again, does that count as a shop because it's online? Then no. You call it online shopping though, don't you? So it must be a shop. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in O2 Warm. Now, I'm not going to do a whole load of this because I have already put on the cream contour, but I do want to just add a little bit more of a glow. Next question is, do you have any pets? Now, where I live with my grandpa, I do not have any pets. But at my mum's house, we've got 2 cats. Well, they're actually kittens. I'm going to put a picture of them here because they are super, super cute. I mean, I'm not really a cat person, I'm definitely a dog person, but you make do. So yeah, this is bronzer. Blush. Next I'm going to go in with blush. I'm using the Rimmel Maxi Blush in 004 Sweet Cheeks. So this was an interesting question. Why do you not live with your mum or your dad? So I briefly mentioned in one of my previous videos that obviously my parents are divorced, hence why I have the name that I have, kind of thing. A few years after my parents divorced, my dad decided to move back down to Exeter, where his family are from, where his family live. So I obviously stayed with my mum, and I've lived with my mum since then. It was just in the last couple of weeks with lockdown, my sister had to move back in from college. And there wasn't really enough room for the pair of us, and it was getting a bit cramped, and we were finding that we were arguing all the time. And also, I didn't like the idea of my grandpa being on his own, so I decided to move in here, keep him company, he keeps me company. It means that my sister has her own room at my mum's house. So yeah, I mean, that's really it, really. I mean, there's nothing dramatic behind it, it's just, it was kind of convenience. So I'm going to finish off underneath my eyes. I'm going to go in with Bon Fresco and Love Letter on like a tapered brush. The next question, which actually is a really nice question, is what are you most excited for in the future? I think that's definitely gonna have to be like where my career takes me. I think because I've got so many options and I am still so young, like I am only 20, I was about to say 20, I'm not 20 yet, but because I am only 19, I do think as much as I might rush myself, I've got loads of time to do like all the different things that an adult would do, because technically I've only just become an adult and I think I'm still adjusting to the life of an adult. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing like what happens, which route I kind of go down, which people stay in my life, which people don't, which people enter my life, kind of thing. I think that's really fascinating and exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. The near future will definitely be uni. I'm super excited to start uni now, like I'm raring to go. We're gonna go in with highlighter, which is the Doll Beauty Light Highlighter, Like a Diamond, I believe the shade is in. Now when I go out, I do like to put a little bit more highlighter on than I would during the day. I just love this highlighter. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So next step, or the final step, is it the final step? Oh, yeah. Is to go in and do my lips. So I keep the foundation and stuff that I've got on my lips because it just creates a even base for my lipstick. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Lip Liner in shade Coffee and Kissy. And then I'm going to take the Morphe lipstick in shade Commit and I'm just going to fill it in. This lipstick is quite mattifying, so I do like to put a gloss over top. So I'm going to be using the MAC lip gloss, which is what I used in my last makeup video. And there we have it. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Typically I probably have my hair up a little bit messier than this. I'm just going to quickly go in with the setting spray. Oh, tastes rank. But yeah, so that is the look. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. I'm thinking maybe a haul or a tanning routine maybe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Thank you again for watching as usual and for the love and support that you guys have been showing. It's been amazing. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.